Alerts window. All types of alerts are displayed in the Alerts window located in the top part of the ECDIS task screen, to the right of the heading Speed Through Water, Course Over Ground, Speed Over Ground window. Indications window. Indications are displayed in the Indications window on the control panel. Indications show regular information and conditions and are not part of alert management. A new indication is shown by a message symbol. Click the button to show the list. The following indications are implemented in the system: Default Safety Contour and No ENC Available. Important indications. Important indications highlight operational status information which needs special attention. This can be displayed in different places on the ECDIS task screen. Important indications related to the chart information are displayed in the top left corner of the chart panel in black against a yellow background. Notifications. Notifications are used to inform the user of an event which is not directly related to navigation and not regulated by standards. Notifications are displayed in the top right corner of the chart panel. Display of alerts. The three types of alert are presented in the alert buttons. Alarms, high priority alert, condition requiring immediate attention and action by the bridge team to maintain the safe navigation of the ship. Warnings, condition requiring immediate attention but no immediate action by the bridge team. Warnings are presented for precautionary reasons but may become dangerous if no action is taken. Cautions, lowest priority of alert, condition which does not warrant an alarm or warning but still requires attention. Alarms are associated with a sound signal, 3 beeps every 7 seconds. Warnings are associated with a sound signal, 2 beeps every 5 minutes. Alarms icons. Alarm icons are represented as indicated below. Active unacknowledged alarm. Triangle with loudspeaker flashing red. Active silenced alarm. Triangle with crossed out speaker flashing red. Rectified unacknowledged alarm. Triangle with checkmark flashing red. Active acknowledged alarm. Triangle with an exclamation mark highlighted red. Warning icons. Warning icons are represented as indicated below. Active unacknowledged warning. Circle with a loudspeaker flashing orange. Active silenced warning. Circle with a crossed out loudspeaker flashing orange. Rectified unacknowledged warning. Circle with a check mark flashing orange. Active acknowledged warning. Circle with an exclamation mark highlighted orange. Caution icons. Cautions, always active state. Square with an exclamation mark highlighted yellow. Alert lists. Click on the Alert button to open a pull-down list of alerts. At the beginning of the list, there are active, unacknowledged alerts arranged in the ascending order of age. If the alert is unacknowledged, the name of its source is blinking. The age of the alert is specified to the right of the alert. The second half of the list contains active, acknowledged alerts. Alerts in this part of the list are sorted by their acknowledgement time. The most recently acknowledged alert is placed at the very top. Alert name. The alert name is preceded by the name of its source. The name of the alarm source is shown in red color. The name of the warning source is shown in orange color. The name of the caution source is shown in yellow color. Alert group. When two or more alerts belonging to the same group are generated, they are combined into one group name. Click on the plus sign to display the list of alerts included in the group. Positioning the free cursor on the alert name in the list displays a hint showing the detailed alert name. Alert acknowledgement. There are two types of alert acknowledgement: silencing, acknowledgement of the alert's audible sound; acknowledgement, acknowledgement of the visual announcement. Acknowledgement via keyboard. Click the Alarm button on the keyboard. The most recently generated alarm will be acknowledged. By pressing successively the Alarm button, all the alarms can be acknowledged in the reverse order to which they were generated. Acknowledgement via Alert List. Click the Alarms and Warnings buttons on the control panel and click the alert from the pull-down list of alarms or warnings. Safety alerts. Chart objects are identified by the ECDIS as dangers to navigation by certain parameters, such as safety parameters. Example, safety contour. Alert settings and options are adjusted in the Safety Alerts page of the monitoring panel. The main means of determining the safety alerts operation is the safety frame. Dangerous objects entering the safety frame will generate a relevant alert. Generation of safety alerts. Safety alerts are generated for the following chart objects. Dangers to navigation. If Nav Hazard radio button is activated, the navigational hazard caution will be generated. If Highlight Danger radio button is activated, the navigation danger will be highlighted on the chart. Safety contours. If the Safety Contour radio button is activated, the Crossing Safety Contour alarm will be generated. Area Type Objects. If activated under the Area Alerts group, divided to IMO areas and additional areas. Navigational alert. Navigational alerts are intended for alerting the navigator to the change of ownership and chart information display conditions. If the user set value of difference between the positioning system readings is exceeded, provided the primary-secondary diverged radio button is activated, the position monitor caution is generated. Navigational alert, sounder depth. Sounder depth is a set minimum depth which the sounder depth alarm will be generated if a shallower depth is received from the sounder. Navigational alert, anchor watch. A warning will be generated if the ship moves beyond the anchor rings. See topic anchoring display for the details. Route alerts. Route alerts are generated during sailing if the ship has exceeded the boundary of a set limit. The alert is generated according to the following principles. If the ship's course over ground deviates from the plotted ship's course by a value exceeding the setting in the off-leg course input window, the course difference caution will be generated. If the ship's deviation from the route leg exceeds the set value, the off-track alarm will be generated. If the ship's schedule is not observed, ahead the schedule or behind the schedule warning will be generated. As the ship approaches the next waypoint, the approach to critical point warning will be generated upon approach to the wheel over line at the advance time or distance set by the user. As the ship passes the last waypoint on the monitored route, the end of track warning is generated. The aforementioned alerts are enabled and their parameters are set on the route monitoring page of Monitoring panel. Sensor alerts, position sensor. Sensor alerts indicate an absence of data from external sensors. Sensor alerts will only be generated if data is absent from a connected sensor which has been selected by the user as a data source. Example of position sensor alerts: warnings for a position sensor selected for primary positioning and cautions for a position sensor selected for secondary positioning. If there's more than one of such warnings or cautions, they're combined in a position failure group. Position, no input. Position, course over ground, speed over ground, no data. Sensor alerts, main sensor. Warnings are generated for sensors which have been selected as the main sensor. If there are more than one of such warnings, they're combined into a sensor failure group. Example: gyro, no data. Gyro, no input. Sensor alerts, backup sensors. Cautions are generated for sensors which have been selected for as supplementary position sensor. If there are more than one of such cautions, they're combined in an auxiliary sensor failure group. Example: position, course over ground, speed over ground, no data. Position, no input. Sensor alerts, auxiliary sensors. Cautions are generated for the auxiliary sensors which are not directly related to the navigation. Example: wind, no input. Sensor alerts, fallback. Should the primary data source fail, the backup data source will be used automatically. In this case, a caution will be generated. Example: position fallback.